New single, back to you. Let's start right there. Talk me through it. How did it come about? What's going on?
So I wrote the song with Nick from Digital Farm Animals, and it was, I mean, we had an idea that it was a good song maybe at the time, but it was something that was maybe a little different to what I was used to singing, maybe. Not necessarily completely melodically, but more the way sonically it feels a little bit different to how I imagined. So I had to live with it for a while. And then, like, just the more I played it, I just became so addicted to listening to this song. And it became more apparent to me that to really drive the concept home and the emotion home, it'd be great to have a female on the track with me.
Yeah.
So we didn't try anything else, but we had a couple of ideas that were, like, thrown around, and nothing was really that exciting to me. And then somebody sent BB from the label the song, and she loved the song and she vocaled the song. We got it back, and it was just an absolute no-brainer. I mean, she sounds so amazingly cool on the record.
Yeah, she really does, man.
But also, what I was looking for is really driving that emotion home and the concept. And I think, you know, it's got to feel believable, and I think she really, really owns it.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a really nice feel to it, man. And obviously, yeah, like you say, it's a little bit different from the stuff we spent for you before. In terms of the album, because you've signed the deal now, congratulations, by the way. Very exciting times. Are we going to have a big mix of different styles on there? What are we kind of looking at the minute?
I think as with any album, it's important to have, you know, a core identity to it. And I think definitely there is a big chunk of songs that feel like they're from the same family, but then there are other songs on there that kind of, like the Steve song, give a different feel and a different atmosphere. But I had this idea, and I don't know how realistic it is to do it in, like, today's world, but a lot of these songs I've written tell a story chronologically, so I'd love to be able to play the album through and you maybe grasp some kind of understanding of my last 3 years.
Wow, little autobiographical kind of stuff going on there. That's really nice. That's exciting to hear. Well, also genre-wise, I mean, me and you share a shared love of pop punk as well, I must admit. Oh yes, you're a big Green Day boy back in the day, weren't you? So I'm hoping there might be some shades of that popping up. But also, I heard you you in a Green Day tribute band back in the day?
Ironically, we were called The Rogue was our name. I've actually got it tattooed on my legs.
Excellent.
But, we were called The Rogue, but we would never say we're a Green Day tribute. It's just the only songs I knew were Green Day songs. And maybe a couple of Oasis songs. So that's about as far as it went.
Worked out that way then.
But yeah, that was a massive inspiration to me. I mean, it's really what got me into music. When I was about 14, I got the Bullet in a Bible DVD, live DVD.
So good.
And it's so amazing, that show, and I was captivated by the whole performance and feel of it. I mean, that DVD anyway feels so epic. And yeah, I think it definitely, there are influences that I live with. Like, for example, because of that, there's every now and then you'll hear it on certain words. I might sing with a slight American twang to my voice just because I was so obsessed with Green Day when I was younger.
Channeling your inner Billy Joe there. That's coming out.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good idol to have there. I think that's the way to run it, definitely.
So Louis, you are the third member of One Direction?
Yes, the third.
Yes.
I like it.
So every time we meet you guys, we ask you the same question, which is, what is the one thing you really do not miss about being in the band with the boys? And when Niall was here, he put you on blast a little bit and said it was your junk bunk on the tour bus and how messy you were.
Proper messy, yeah.
Was it as bad as he made out? Was it really fully messy?
Probably worse. I don't know what he said, but
there was something about computer games everywhere without boxes.
Oh, that's very polite. Yeah. Do you know what? It's just one of those things. I find it fascinating that two people can enter. I always get in this situation. You can enter a room with someone, maybe like me, my grandma. I enter a room and she'll go, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's such a mess," and I'm looking around thinking this is tidier than I've ever lived in. You know what I mean, I just one of those things. I'm very, very untidy, and it's an awkward one because when you are untidy, you know, and it irritates some people being untidy. It's an awkward one because it doesn't irritate me at all. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, but what was the one thing that you don't miss then? Let's back up.
What was the one thing that I don't miss? That's hard. Well, from travel, I mean, it's kind of the same here, but from traveling all the time, I love British rubbish food.
Right.
Not necessarily rubbish, but I'm talking, it's not good for you. I'm talking pie and mash kind of gear. You can't get that when you're, doing touring all over. And I'm not your most. I'm a little bit fussy with food, right? So, you know, there's always very nice posh restaurants everywhere we go, but I can't really get into that kind of vibe. For a start, I never have the attire for it. I'm never dressed for a posh restaurant. But also, just the food. Sometimes I struggle with. That's why I've literally been to McDonald's everywhere in the world.
Good boy. I respect that. That's our standard PopBuzz office lunch anyway, so that works well. Good stuff.
Talking of now, though, we noticed that you put Slow Hands on a Spotify playlist recently. Do we take that then to mean that's your favourite post-1D song so far by the other boys?
Do you know what? I've answered this question similar to this. If I was never in the band and I was watching everyone now, the music that I would be most drawn to as a listener from my preference would probably be Niall.
Nice.
And I love that. I do love Slow Hands. I think it's wicked. Yeah, he sounds really cool in it as well, though. He sounds really cool.
Do you like play each other your kind of solo songs before it goes out, or do you kind of keep it under wraps?
Yeah, only kind of a more recent thing. He sent me Slow Hands before it came out, and I obviously said, "This is a banger. Well done."
Not jealous at all.
No. And then maybe 3 weeks ago now, because we worked with this in the writer, he texted me, Niall, saying, look, I really want to hear this song. So I sent him the song and he sent me a really nice little voice note back. So yeah, it's nice.
Oh, lovely.
The other thing we got to ask you about is the rainbow bondage bear. So for people that don't know, this was a rainbow coloured bear that appeared on 1D tours miraculously, and you were always the primary suspect for who had the bear.
Honestly,
is it you?
I tell you now, honestly, God's honest truth, I knew nothing. I only used to see what everyone else see on Twitter, right? I don't know if it was one member of the crew or whatever, but yeah, no, honestly, I don't think I ever seen it in the flesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't know where it is now?
No idea, no.
No one knows.
No.
Okay. Well,
I hope not eBay anyway. I hope not eBay. I hope it's somewhere good.
The other thing we need to ask you about, so we've got a favourite 1D song in the office, What a Feeling. We love that one, and you co-wrote that one, right?
I love that song.
So, but have you seen the Vine of the two dogs driving a car, skidding on ice with What a Feeling playing in the background?
No, it sounds amazing.
Oh my God.
Louis, you've got to see it. I wish we'd whatever.
Right, straight after this, someone get it on their phone and we're going to show you this. It is iconic. You'll see it in a whole new light, I promise you.
It's a good choice as well, this song. I appreciate that.
I love that
mate, it's an
song.
absolute tune. We played it for a full hour on a loop once in the office. That's not a joke. I'm not saying it for a fact.
Finest 1D moment.
Wonderful song.